The Research Institute of Horticulture was established on January 1, 2011, under the directive of the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development by the merger of two research institutes with a long tradition in research, development and implementation achievements, the Szczepan Pieniążek Research Institute of Pomology and Floriculture and the Emil Chroboczek Research Institute of Vegetable Crops. The seat of the institute is in the town of Skierniewice, the capital of horticultural research. The Research Institute of Horticulture continues the work of previous generations of scientists who have left a permanent mark in the history of Polish horticulture and fully deserves to be described as a modern research institution that can meet the difficult challenges of modern horticulture. The basic and applied research conducted at the Institute covers issues related to the production of fruit, vegetables, ornamental plants and edible mushrooms, ranging from physiology, biochemistry and molecular biology, through biotechnology, modern and classical plant breeding, protection of genetic resources, plant protection against pests, to agrotechnics, processing and storage of fruit and vegetables, agroengineering and economics. The Institute also conducts research in the field of beekeeping, including bee breeding, apiary technologies, the quality of bee products, and pollination of plants. The organizational structure of the Research Institute of Horticulture consists of 11 scientific departments directly involved in the implementation of research and development work for the horticultural sector. The scientific studies conducted at the Institute are in line with the trends in the social and economic development of the country, as well as the principles of the Common Agricultural Policy implemented by countries of the European Union. They are focused on developing new technologies and acquiring the necessary knowledge for further development of the horticultural sector in Poland. Particular attention is paid to issues related to organically grown crops. The strategic goal of the implemented state policy is the production of high-quality food products that are safe for consumers and the natural environment. As part of this strategy, the Research Institute of Horticulture conducts research on the safe use of plant protection products in horticultural production. Monitoring the quality of water and soil in areas of intensive horticulture is also a priority activity. The research undertaken at the Institute is aimed at optimizing the fertilization of vegetable crops grown under cover and at limiting environmental contamination. In order to protect water resources, the Institute has developed, for example, a system for estimating water needs and rational use of water in horticultural crops. An important area of the Institute's activity is plant breeding, which results in the introduction of new varieties with improved characteristics into production. The National Register already includes over 300 varieties of fruit and vegetable plants bred at the Research Institute of Horticulture. The Institute participates in the National Program for the Protection of Genetic Resources of Cultivated Plants, the aim of which is to protect the genetic variability of fruit, vegetable, ornamental and honey-yielding plants. Rich genetic resources of horticultural plants have already been gathered here. The Research Institute of Horticulture also conducts work aimed at finding new plant species to expand and diversify horticultural production, including the production of functional foods. The production and preservation of elite nursery material of fruit plants free from viruses, phytoplasmas and viroids is conducted by the only enterprise of this profile in Poland and Central and Eastern Europe, the Center of Elite Nursery Material in Prusy, one of the subsidiary companies of the Research Institute of Horticulture. Over the years, the researchers at the Institute have obtained a number of patents for inventions, protection rights for utility models and trademarks. Especially noteworthy are the prototypes of machines and devices developed at the Institute in cooperation with external entities, in which solutions unique on a global scale have been applied. The Institute also works on methods of retaining high quality and nutritional value of fruits, vegetables and their preserves. Innovative technologies for storage and processing are being developed to reduce losses in the post-harvest chain and contribute to reducing food waste. Another priority task of the Research Institute of Horticulture, carried out at the Apiculture Department in Puławy, is to prevent the decline in honeybee populations in Poland by optimizing the genetic base of bees and other pollinating insects, and increasing their resistance to diseases and harmful environmental factors. As part of the current national monitoring, which takes into account European Union requirements, tests for residues of plant protection products in agricultural crops are also performed. These tests are carried out at the Food Safety Research Department, which is one of the 3 accredited laboratories of the Research Institute of Horticulture. The Bee Product Quality Testing Laboratory and the Horticultural Product Quality Testing Laboratory, as well as the Department of Food Safety Testing, accredited and equipped with modern testing equipment, also provide commercial services to business entities and public administration units. In the near future, the R&D facilities of the Institute will be expanded by 2 new facilities that are currently under construction: the Regional Center for Horticultural Biodiversity and the Center for Horticultural Products Processing, which will be built with the funds from the Regional Operational Program for the Łódź region. Moreover, the planned Center for Innovative and Sustainable Horticultural Technologies has been entered on the list of strategic national research infrastructures on the Polish map of research infrastructures. This fact entitles the Research Institute of Horticulture to apply for funds for the construction of a modern complex of laboratories which will complement its infrastructure and will allow consolidation of its research teams. The Research Institute of Horticulture has significant scientific potential, occupies a high, well-established position in the international arena, and actively participates in the creation of the European research area. The Institute's researchers publish numerous research papers in journals with high impact factor and actively participate in the implementation of research projects financed by domestic and foreign institutions. The scientific and creative activity of the Institute's scientists is primarily of a practical nature. As part of cooperation with business entities, the Research Institute of Horticulture performs numerous studies for the needs of clients every year. These include, among others, pre-registration studies and evaluation of the effectiveness of new plant protection products, bioregulators, herbicides, adjuvants, growth regulators, and the development of the composition of bacterial and bacterial mycorrhizal biopreparations stimulating plant growth and yield. An important form of the Institute's activity is the dissemination of the results of research work by organizing conferences, symposia, training sessions, workshops, exhibitions, direct consultancy, by creating and maintaining databases for the needs of science and horticultural practice, and developing implementation offers. The Research Institute of Horticulture is a publisher of 3 scientific journals: the Journal of Apicultural Science, the Journal of Horticultural Research, and Zeszyty Naukowe scientific notebooks of the Research Institute of Horticulture. In addition, the Institute publishes annually numerous materials containing the results of current research. The Research Institute of Horticulture, with staff capable of taking on the challenges of modern science and economy, is an important scientific and research base for the entire horticultural sector in Poland. The new technologies, methods, procedures and products developed at the Institute for implementation into horticultural practice contribute to increasing the income of horticultural farms, small and medium-sized enterprises in the fruit and vegetable processing industry, apiaries, and also to increase the competitiveness of Polish products in global markets. The Research Institute of Horticulture and its researchers have received a number of awards, medals and distinctions for developing and implementing innovative solutions into horticultural production. We invite your cooperation.